Kiamaka, meaning God is beautiful, was truly a beautiful student. Her mind was sharp, her dreams were vast, and her school uniform starched white shirt over a forest green skirt always looked crisp. She saw her future not just as a doctor, but as the doctor who would build a new wing onto the local hospital in Ibadan. Her best friend, Iniola, walked the path of focus with her, but lately a different kind of excitement had entered Kiamaka's life. Kunal, he was charming and had a laugh that could make the palm trees sway. They spent hours after school talking under the shade of a mango tree, and Kiamaka found her mind drifting from her textbooks. Soon Kunal's whispers turned into demands, then pleas. "If you truly care about me, Kiamaka, we shouldn't wait," he'd say. "This is how we prove our love. Everyone else is doing it." The words felt heavy, pressing on the brilliant future she was supposed to be studying for. Fear, a cunning thief, told Kiamaka that if she said no, she would lose Kunal. Fear whispered that her dreams could wait. In a moment of hurried, confusing passion, she pushed her own boundaries aside, choosing a fleeting closeness over her lifelong commitment to her future. The moment passed, but the anxiety did not. Her focus in school crumbled like dry earth. When Madame Uch called her name in class, Kiamaka's mind was a sudden, scary blank. The promise of the new wing at the hospital seemed to fade into a distant memory. A few short weeks later, the truth was undeniable. Kiamaka was pregnant. The news was a heavy stone, crushing the remaining light of her goals. She looked at her small, flat tummy and saw not a baby, but the end of her bright, crisp uniform. When she told Kunal, his eyes were wide, but not with love or care, only panic. "How could you let this happen? You know my parents will kill me." "This is your problem now, Kiamaka," he spat, then turned and walked out of her life forever. Telling her mother was the hardest thing she had ever done. Her mother's disappointment was a quiet, deep well of sadness that hurt more than any shouting would have. "The seeds of delay bring a harvest of suffering, my child," she whispered, tears tracking down her cheek. Kiamaka knew she could no longer attend school. Life became a tireless cycle of scrubbing clothes, fetching water, and rocking a crying baby. Her books were tucked away in a dusty box, replaced by feeding bottles and nappies. She missed the sharp scent of chalk and the sound of the school bell more than anything. Years passed in a blur of endless work. One hot afternoon, selling fruits by the busy roadside, she saw a girl approaching. It was Iniola, her friend. Iniola was wearing the official colors of a major Nigerian university, carrying a laptop bag, her steps quick and confident. The sight of Iniola was a mirror. Kiamaka realized that the joy and independence she saw in her friend were the very things she had foolishly traded for a moment. "The fast path leads to the longest, hardest work," she thought, bouncing her beautiful child. "And the slow, patient path leads to freedom." To every young man and woman listening, remember Kiamaka's story. Your value is not in pleasing others in the moment, but in protecting the magnificent future you were born to have. Choose self-respect, choose the unhurried path. Save your passion, your body, and your destiny for the secure and sacred bond of marriage.